That rings a bell. We have some pious people in the New Testament who did that. Can you give an example?
Mary.
Mary. Twice in the book of Luke, it says how she guarded these things. After the Christmas story, remember how the shepherds come in and they talk about this stuff, and how it says Mary treasured all these things in her heart and pondered them. And then later on at the end of chapter 2, I think it's when Jesus is 12 years old and he goes to the temple, that story, and they come back, and Jesus says, "I must be about my Father's business," that whole story. And then it says, once again, Mary treasured all these things in her heart. I think we can get a good lesson out of that today, too. I hope that we take an example from Father Jacob here, from Mary and others. And I'm sure many of you do this. Turn these things over in your mind and ponder them. What is God saying to me here? What does He want me to do here? What is His Word trying to tell me here? And I don't know if you read God's Word each day. I do. That's how I begin my day each day. And, sometimes I'll hit a certain verse. But sometimes you read, nothing hits you. And all of a sudden you hit one. It just strikes you. And you just kind of carry it with you all day. And you kind of turn the thing over and over again. I think that's what we have going on in here. Jacob hangs on to this word of his son. His brothers went to shepherd the sheep of their father in Shechem. So they are shepherds. And Israel finally tells him, his name is called Israel here. His other name is Jacob. He got the new name Israel. Yaakov, Jacob, means one that grabs the heel. Why do you get that name? Remember? This is trivia time. Why do you get the name Yaakov? He tries to grab for himself what is God's right to give. Remember that? As he and Esau are being born, he comes out hanging on the heel of his brother, as though he's trying to pull him back in so he can get out first. And so he's named Yaakov, one who grabs the heel and fights for himself. When he wrestles, I should have you tell me the story. When Jacob meets that mysterious figure called the angel of the Lord, and he wrestles with him all night. And this mysterious figure called the angel of the Lord, as the dawn comes up, says, "Let me go. The dawn is breaking." And he says, "I will not let you go until you bless me." And Jacob here has learned a lesson, apparently, that he cannot take care of himself. He must have God bless him. And then his name is changed to Yisrael, which means let God fight for him. And so that becomes his name. So it's called Yisrael. He says to Joseph, "Your brothers are feeding a shepherd. Go see how they're doing." So he sends them off. Now this also seems a little bit naive. Isn't Jacob or Israel aware of his son's jealousy? Why does he send his son Joseph? And I don't have an answer to that. Maybe some of you do. There's some mysterious things here. I think some of these texts are written this way so that we sit back and do exactly what Jacob did and wrestle with this thing and ponder and turn it over. As we try to wonder, why does he do this? What father would send his son unarmed, all by himself, to find his brothers when he knows his brothers hate him, or maybe he didn't? Maybe this is something going on behind the scenes, or maybe, like some of us fathers do, we just close our eyes to what we know is the truth about our kids once in a while. And we're just blind to what they're like, you know what I'm saying? And so we hope that everything will turn out okay. If we ignore the problem, maybe it'll turn out all right. We have that going on in parenthood too. Maybe that happened here.